guys, welcome back to my channel, Victoria's Creations. Today I want to show you how to make this really cute book cover holder with handles, and it even has a bookmark for you to use in it. So in the video I'll show you how to do the whole thing. In the video, the one I'm making looks like this, but the handles were put on the inside in here. So there's two different ways you can do it. You can do it with the inside and the outside. I prefer the outside, but the person I was making it for wanted them on the inside. So it's up to you where you want to put it, and I have notes in the video when you get in there where to do the reverse spots. So let's jump into the video. For this project, you will need your basic supplies, the book that you wish to wrap, and then some fabric. So I'm using two different colors. So I have half a yard of each. That's probably going to be way too much, but to be on the safe side, you may want to get the same, or if you want to use one color, just 1 yard. So let me show you how to get that sized and cut. Take your book, lay it on your fabric, and open it up. So I'm going to take my fabric and fold it over the one side to where I want it to stop. So I want it to go about there. And then flip it to the other side, and then pull your fabric where you want that to be. And you're going to want to leave just a little bit extra for your hem allowance, but that's about good for mine. So if you have a bunch of extra, that's where you're going to cut off. So now that you have that measured, let's hem our sides and make our pockets. Now we're going to make our bottom and our top hems. So I just centered the book just to know where I want my hem to be, and I'm going to double hem it to stop it from fraying. So we know this is about good. So I'm going to fold it once, and I'm going to iron it as I fold it. And then we're going to fold it over again where we just ironed it and hemmed it. So fold it and iron it again. So you'll have what looks like that on the bottom with no fraying. So now we gotta do the top. So we're going to center our book in the middle again. And you want it just above your line so that when you close it, it looks like that and it hangs a little bit to keep your book safe. So we're going to have to cut some of this because it's too much. We want to make sure we don't cut too much of it. So I'm going to cut, let's take my ruler here. I am going to cut about 3 inches off. So let me do that, and then I will do the same thing up here that I did down here. And then we're just going to stitch across, and I'll show you what that looks like under the machine in just a moment. Once you've folded over and ironed your sides, you're just going to stitch all the way across both sides. So now that you've stitched those, you're going to do the same thing with the ends. You're going to fold it over, iron it, fold it over again, iron it, and then stitch down it. So let me get that part done, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I've ironed those down. Now I'm just going to stitch across both sides of these. So your book cover should look like this now. You should have your 4 sides all hemmed out. So let's move on to the next step. So now I'm going to cut out my handles for my book. So I've got my other piece of fabric here, and I'm going to cut out 4 pieces. I'm going to make mine about the size of a ruler. So to make sure I have hem allowances, I'm going to make it 13 inches and then by 2 inches. So 13 by 2, 4 of them for mine. You can mess around with the size, you don't have to be exact, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna get these cut out, and then I'm gonna show you what to do next. For your handles, all you're gonna do is place them right sides together and stitch around the 3 sides, leaving one side open. After you've sewn around your 3 corners, we're going to turn it the right side out and then press it. Now, if you don't have a loop turner, you can just use a stick or a pen. It is a little tricky to turn it out. So what I do is I kind of just like move the material around until I can get one piece over the tip of my stick. And then I just kind of shimmy it up through the tube. If you've never done it before, it's going to take you a few tries. It is very annoying. But once you get it shimmied in, it should just work its way through the top. After you've turned them out, take the side that has the raw edge and just turn it in so that the edge isn't raw anymore, because we're going to stitch over that in a little bit. But then take your book, place it in the middle of your piece that we made earlier, and fold over your sides however you want your pockets to be. So I want this side to be a little shorter. So now it should look like that. So we're going to attach our handles now. So you're going to take your one side, and you're going to take your handle, and you're going to place it in there how you want it, and then pin it in place. The same thing with the other side. And then you can close it to make sure that your handles line up how you want them. So mine need to come down a little on this side more. But once I have them lined up, I'm just going to take it to my sewing machine and just sew it to one side. So a little box around here, and I'll show you that in a moment. So then it'll look like that. And the same thing with the other side. So the bookmark piece, we want to find the center of our book. So let's go again and place our sides in here how we want them. And then we can close the book, and that also gives you a chance to see what your handles are going to look like. So we know the center is going to be right here then. So we can take our book out. I'm going to keep my finger there so I don't lose it. Now I'm going to put a pin there so that I know that's my center. And now, using the same fabric I use for the handles, I'm going to cut one more tube out the same size as the handle. So let me do that and assemble it so that I have another tube. Now that you've got your tube for your bookmark piece cut out, you can line it up in the middle and decide how much you want to cut off. So I want mine to go to about here. So I'm going to trim that. And then I'm just going to fold in the raw edge and then place it where I have my pin it in place, and I'm going to stitch it right on there. So let me do that, and then we'll come back and get on to the next step. Okay, so my bookmark is stitched in. The last thing to do is to sew our pockets. So again, let's line our book up in the middle here. just pin where you wanted it. Okay, so that's what it's gonna look like once we have it all stitched up. So let me get that stitched. So let's take my book out of it carefully. And all you're gonna do is stitch right here, stopping at where your right side stops with your wrong side. So let me get those stitched on both sides, and then we'll get the book in there. Okay, so we got the book all put in there, and that's what it looks like. So we got our handles, our bookmark is in there. So now any book that you want to take with you, if it's raining or there's snow outside, you don't want to worry about it getting wet, or who knows, anything can happen to a book. You can ruin the ends on it. Now you can carry it anywhere you want. And this works for everything, textbooks. You can even use it on like an iPad or a Kindle. So let me know if you enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next video.